Welcome everyone to Smackdown Live. It's been a little while since I've been with you. I've been on holiday for about 10 days, so I apologise for the length between uploads. But here we are, coming off the back of a fairly solid Monday Night Raw, off the back of Backlash, and we're here tonight in Seattle, Washington, to bring you what is going to be a pretty eventful Smackdown Live. So let's have a look at the matches that we have tonight. It is going to be The Bar taking on The Club in tag team action to open us up. Big E is going to go one-on-one with Jinder Mahal. A six-man tag team match. AJ Styles, Seth Rollins and The Big Show take on The Miz, Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn. Cena taking on Eric Young. Becky Lynch will go on one-on-one against Alexa Bliss in our main event. Dean Ambrose will take on the champ, Samoa Joe. So, in the opening contest, The Bar pick up a win over The Club. Jinder Mahal picks up a win over Big E, another loss for Big E. And we want to take you to after the match. The New Day picking up their applause after the match, but Sanity come out to attack. Sanity, of course, have been on a great roll on SmackDown recently, making their intentions clear. They want tag team gold, and they will do anything to get it. Six-man tag team action. The Miz picks up the win over AJ Styles, and this was after this match as well. Jinder Mahal, who'd just beaten Big E, come out and attacking an already beaten AJ Styles, scaring off the referee, attacking him with a chair. Eric Young can't follow up his win against Seth Rollins. John Cena picks up the win in that one. And now the first of our two matches tonight, Becky Lynch against Alexa Bliss. We haven't seen too much women's action here so far on SmackDown Live. Of course, Asuka is our SmackDown Women's Champion. I was about to say Tag Team Champion then. Alexa Bliss, she's already had a shot at Asuka's title, but she's been in pretty good form ever since that defeat, perhaps looking for a second opportunity to challenge. But she's going to have to go through this woman, or should I say the man, Becky Lynch. Haven't seen too much of Becky, but she remains a firm crowd favourite. But she's going to have a tough task on her hands tonight. Alexa, words evade me today. You can tell it's been a while since I last recorded. But Alexa Bliss, a tough competitor in her own right. Of course, Mickie James flanking her, as you can see there. But, you know, the 5 feet of fury, she's got a point to prove. She feels like she should be the women's champion on the blue brand. And she will have to go through a number of different women to get to where she wants to be. Of course, only a few weeks away now from our first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view that will be Extreme Rules, yet to have a challenger in line to face Asuka. Will it be one of these two women? We will wait and see, but we look like we're about ready to get underway. The referee rings the bell, and here we go as these two women lock up. Not for the first time on SmackDown. A nice suplex there by Alexa Bliss. These two women, of course, faced off a few weeks ago in action on SmackDown. Alexa Bliss picking up the win there. So Becky Lynch will be looking for retribution. Can she deliver? Nice reversal there by Becky as these two women just size each other up. They know the qualities that one another possess. It's not going to be easy to get a win tonight as they're now tie up against the ropes, and I think the referee is going to have to get involved here, and he does. A cheap shot there by Alexa Bliss as they were being separated, and the referee has a word. And a nice takedown there by Alexa Bliss. She goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. And Lynch is able to kick out. But it's all happened so far tonight on SmackDown Live. A couple of unprovoked attacks, it has to be said. Alexa Bliss with a slingshot right across the ring. Lynch's throat landing on the bottom rope. But yeah, as we saw, Sanity attacking the New Day after Big E's match. Despite Big E lost, of course, the New Day, big crowd favourites here on the blue brand. As Bliss goes for another pin. A bit of a cocky attempt and only gets the 1 count for it. But yeah, the New Day taking the applause of the crowd after Big E's loss. And Sanity, as we said, been on a great roll. Nice reversal there from Lynch. And they, after Tag Team Blood, of course, all 3 of them have been on a good roll. As we said, Eric Young picked up a surprise win over Seth Rollins previously on SmackDown. Couldn't quite pull off the upset again tonight. John Cena managing to pick up the win in that match. So Sanity making their intentions clear. They want tag team gold and a tag team championship opportunity. The one that confuses me is Jinder Mahal. Just had a match, beaten Big E. So, questions there. Why doesn't he... He's beaten Big E, he can prove it. Why doesn't he try and get added to the match at Extreme Rules? Of course, Dean Ambrose, our number one contender, he's going to be taking on Big E. He's in action, of course, in our main event after this against our WWE champ Samoa Joe. But Big E, not been on a great run as US champ. Hasn't really been, hasn't performed like a champion would. And, you'd think that Jinder would use that confidence, knowing he can beat Big E, and just, why didn't he go to Paige and say, look, I've proven myself. Why can't I be added to the match? But instead, choosing to pick on a fallen prey already, as Becky Lynch hits the Bexploder, now arguing with Mickie James will get Alexa Bliss some valuable time to recover, and she does. Alexa Bliss, here we go. Nice sunset flip there. Doesn't go for the pin though. Probably too close to the ropes, it has to be said. But Jinder Mahal falling on AJ Styles as his victim. Another cocky cover by Alexa Bliss. Only in the 1 count. But attacking AJ Styles, who just lost his match. To be fair, that was a bit of an upset as well. We've seen AJ Styles and Seth Rollins team up before here on SmackDown. And here we go. Becky Lynch. She's got the armbar locked in. The disarmer is in. Bliss is so close to the rope. Can she get there? She may well have done. She manages to shrug off Becky Lynch, but an early warning sign for Alexa Bliss. Lynch not going to lay down easy. And a bit of a scare there. Jinder Mahal once again going after AJ Styles. And not just any attack as well, with a chair. AJ has just lost. Fallen in the ring, laying there, just beaten and battered as Lynch goes for the cover. Only the 1 count. But to add insult to injury, Jinder obviously got some sort of problem with AJ. We'll have to get a word in maybe next week. We believe AJ is in the medical room getting attention. Pretty injured ribs we are hearing. Let's see if he can recover. A nice suplex there by Becky Lynch. We're starting to get a foothold in this match. We'll have to find out what's in the thoughts of Jinder Mahal and why he has such an issue with AJ Styles. AJ's been on the end of a couple of unfortunate incidents as Bliss tries to roll up Becky Lynch surprisingly there, but only gets a 1 count. And another Bexploder. She's really getting into her element, and Mickie James helping out her friend, allowing Bliss to get to her feet. Becky really needs to stop getting distracted. Alexa will use any means necessary to get an advantage, whether that means using her friend. Then she'll do whatever it takes. Alexa Bliss, DDT. That could well be it. Alexa Bliss. No, Lynch manages to get the shoulder up at 2 3/4. That could have well been it. A fine assist, you'd have to say, from Mickie James, that would be. Bliss heading up top. Is she thinking about it? Is she going for the end game? Bliss. Nope. Thought she might go for Twisted Bliss, but allowing Lynch to get to her feet. Flying crossbody. Nice move there from Alexa. And now she goes to the cover, and again, one of those cocky covers, thinking she's got the match won. And I don't know what happened there. Looks like the ref stopped counting before Lynch had got the shoulder up there. I don't understand what the referee saw, why the referee stopped counting, but he has, and we just have to get on with it. I think Alexa Bliss was robbed there of a victory, despite her underhanded tactics. There we see the athleticism of Alexa Bliss, of course, former cheerleader, using her fine gymnastic skills to good use there. Is that going to be it? The knees to the midsection, but no. But yeah, like we said, despite her, underhanded tactics, as we've said, we'll use that phrase again. She's been robbed of a victory there, but it looks like she's going to wrap this one up. Alexa Bliss again. Here we go. DDT. Spiking the head. That looks nasty. And I think that is going to be it. Alexa Bliss picks up the win. She probably should have done earlier in the match. Becky Lynch proving no real threat. She did get the disarmer locked in. A couple of exploders. But no substantial offense. That means the 5 Feet of Fury picks up another win. She's looking good. As we've already said, she's had one opportunity at the SmackDown Women's title. Would Paige grant her another, or does she want someone else to challenge? But right now, there's no one better. You have to say, as much as you may not like her, Alexa Bliss gets the job done. And is probably the most worthy challenger to Asuka right now. But she'll be pleased with the victory. Probably having a word with the referee there. Wants a bit of recognition. Wants him to raise his hand twice after already being robbed of a victory. But Bliss moves on. And now it is time for the main event. Our #1 contender to the United States Championship. Dean Ambrose. Tough task ahead of him tonight. Samoa Joe doesn't come any tougher than that. WWE champ for a reason. Although he'll have his hands full of Extreme Rules, John Cena's been in fine form. We know how good Big Match John can be, especially on the big occasion. He's called Big Match John for a reason. That'll be a fascinating match at Extreme Rules, I have no doubt. But here he comes. The Samoan submission machine. Our WWE champ, Samoa Joe. Just look at the man. It's just menacing. Just looking at him gives you chills. I mean, I'm sat here right now and I'm shivering. That's mainly because I'm cold, but it's not the point. He strikes fear wherever he goes. Has been defeated already in Universe mode, but much like Baron Corbin in that tag team match he had on Raw, Joe didn't get pinned, so he'll feel like he's still unbeaten. It was him and Sami Zayn that lost in a tag team match to AJ and Seth Rollins a few weeks ago. Joe's still as confident as ever, but it will certainly be a tough task for him tonight. Ambrose no slouch, that is for sure. As the referee gets this one underway, and we are underway in our main event. And what a start by Ambrose. Almost took off Samoa Joe's head. My word. Coming out of the blocks firing, and that is what Ambrose is all about. High energy. You know, he's not the most athletic person in the world. His style is all about brawling and, you know, trying to hit the opponent that little bit harder than you hit him. But, yeah, what a start there as Samoa Joe swipes him off his feet. As you said, these two already got matches lined up for Extreme Rules. But Ambrose, you know, he hasn't been, like we said about Big E, he hasn't been in the finest of form either these past few weeks. So, you know, could Ginger be entered into them? Could that be made a triple threat? I'd have to say, as much as we may not like Ginger, he's got a point. The more that Big E and Ambrose lose, the more you have to feel that there are other better placed people. Ambrose won his opportunity fair and square. #1 contendership match. He won it, you know. And I think Jinder may well have been in that match. So he can have no complaints, but the recent form is there for all to see as a crossbody. And the punches just laying into Samoa Joe. Surprised Joe hasn't been busted open. Just a full-on assault here by Ambrose. Starting off this match really well. And now got the arm locked, although Joe manages to fight back. That's the best way to attack Samoa Joe. Take out the arms, and you take out a lot of Samoa Joe's offense. He won't be able to wrap that Coquina clutch in as tightly as he may like. But now, Joe trying to get the advantage with the submission game on the ground, just twisting the neck of Ambrose, just throwing his head to the mat, going for the cover. Ambrose manages to get the shoulder up at 1. So it looks like some of our matches for Extreme Rules are starting to take shape. With the two matches we already know about featuring these two. We've said time and again. But, you know, tag team action will Sanity get their shot that they clearly want at the tag team championships? Will Alexa Bliss be the one to challenge Asuka? As here we go, Samoa Joe plants Ambrose face first. Thought he might go for the powerbomb. Here we go, Ambrose manages to counter, and again a crossbody taking down Samoa Joe, and those punches again, unrelenting. How is Joe not knocked out cold? I have no idea. Here we go, Ambrose, the boot right to the chest, and just hammering away at Samoa Joe, just wearing him down. And Joe, you know, it's not. We said Ambrose isn't the most athletic of competitors. Joe, even less so. His size, you know, doesn't always work for him, but he's a man who knows how to use his size to his advantage. He throws his weight around wherever necessary, and you know, wearing a big man out is always going to be the best way. Joe quickly back to his feet. My word, catches Ambrose in midair and it just slams him down to the mat. Could that be a fatal error for Dean Ambrose? Samoa Joe, Uranagi, planting Ambrose. Is he going to go for end it all? But perhaps not. Ambrose with the arm drag manages to take down Samoa Joe. Thought he might go for the Kikina clutch, try and finish the match. Ambrose, nice reversal. Another fist straight to the head. Ambrose, dirty deeds. There we go. Ambrose, could he be about to pick up a massive win? 2. No, Samoa Joe just manages to get the shoulder up. Here we go, Ambrose ticks off. They didn't get the win. Taking down Samoa Joe, the forearm in the corner, and then the running bulldog. Really picking up a head of steam now is Dean Ambrose. Now here we go. Ambrose patented fisherman suplex. One of his go-to signature moves. Goes for the cover once again. Is this going to be enough to beat Joe? No. A more authoritative kick out this time by Samoa Joe. Ambrose, he's keen. He's ready. Is he going to hit him with another Dirty Deeds? Here we go. The second one of the match. Dirty Deeds. That's got to be it, surely, for Samoa Joe. That has got to be it. Ambrose goes for the cover. And again, 2 3/4. Joe manages to get the shoulder up. The resilience of Samoa Joe is clear to see. It's envious. He just will not give up. Still has the cockiness to show off to the crowd despite clearly being beaten in this match. And a massive right hand knocks Ambrose off the apron down to the mat outside. Samoa Joe is hanging on by a thread here. There's no question about it. Oh, suplex right to the outside. That is going to hurt. Is he going to go for another one? Oh, the poor back of Dean Ambrose. Joe just laying the assault thick. And here we go. What's he got planned now? Oh, plants the chest into the apron. That will take the wind out of Dean Ambrose. Ambrose manages to get the jawbreaker in, and another clothesline, taking the head off Samoa Joe. Firing himself up. Is he going to look for a third Dirty Deeds, Dean Ambrose, to put this match to bed? Oh, goes to work on the leg of Samoa Joe. You know, if you can't wear the big man out, take away his knees. Here we go. Ambrose into the corner. Nice forearm to follow it up. And then a bulldog. It's only a matter of time, you feel, until Ambrose picks up the victory in this one. Nice reversal, though, by Samoa Joe. Clothesline takes Ambrose off his feet. But Ambrose, again, too quick for Joe. The kicks to the thigh and knocks him out of the ring. Ambrose to the top rope. What has he got in mind here? Going for it all, and it looks like he's missed out. Samoa Joe managed to just get to his feet in time. Ambrose went for the big move, and it did not pay off. He gets back in the ring. Samoa Joe face down on the mat. Here we go. Big knee. Right to the head. That could have knocked Ambrose's lights out. Here we go. Samoa Joe. Uranagi. Plants him. Goes for the cover. And I did not expect that. Samoa Joe escapes with a win. It is fair to say. You can see it in his eyes, in his body. He is, he's met a match there. Ambrose, how he's lost that match, I do not know. A Uranagi enough to put him away. As you see there, the first of 2 dirty deeds that Ambrose hit in this match. And amazed where twice he almost managed to put him away, 2 3/4 Joe managed to kick out on. But he just couldn't put him away, and that's what a champ does. When they're not at their best, they still manage to pick up wins. And well, he will know that he has got lucky tonight. And if he's going to defend his WWE Championship at Extreme Rules against John Cena, he's going to have to be far, far better than that. But that is going to be tonight's episode of SmackDown Live, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. But make sure you join us for tomorrow's NXT, because we're just getting word that the main event is going to be a last woman standing match. Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane in the main event. What a match that is going to be. I hope you have enjoyed SmackDown tonight, guys. If you have, please pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel. And I will see you for NXT.